being mediocre, bodily and facially average enough for you? Or do you wish to be taller, slender and prettier? If so, how much would you sacrifice to get what you want? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam Mandarin to all viewers. My name is Najla. I am 11 years old. I am from SK Taman Seroja and the school code is PBA 9220. The questions I have asked you in the beginning are the main issues in this book that I am about to review. Today I will review this book titled The Troll of Sora, written by Leslie Elizabeth Watts and published by Oxford University Press in 1989. This book comes with a hardcover with a total of 30 pages altogether. This book comes with illustration that really picturizes the story. Look! I think this book is suitable and may be interesting for ages 9 to 12 as the story is simple but meaningful. This book is about Fragolina, a girl who lives in a small village in Italy. Fragolina has an average body and face, and that made her unhappy. She wasn't fat nor thin, she wasn't tall nor short, she wasn't plain nor beautiful, and she wasn't very young or very old either. Her mind was occupied that she wasn't enough, and that made her isolate herself. She refused to get out because she thought that the villagers would judge her average body and face. To relieve the loneliness, she found peace by eating. And she started eating more, and the meals grew in size until one meal could have fed the entire village. Friends, try to guess how much food is that? She also had oily and acne-prone skin from the unhealthy diet. When she went to the supermarket to fulfill her huge appetite, she would get this because of her fat body and ugly face. One day, she was met with the troll of Sora. The troll was short. His face was as wrinkled as a raisin, and he has round ears with white hairs coming out of them. The troll offered Fragolina a deal. He would give her a potion that could make her taller, slender, and prettier, but in return, she has to marry him in 3 months. Fragolina agreed without thinking. When Fragolina started to take the potion accordingly, it blunted her appetite. One small meal could have kept her full for the entire day. People started to notice how different she looked, and she became famous for her beauty. One day, a handsome and wealthy prince came to Fragolina and asked for her hand in marriage. Fragolina accepted without hesitation. When her mother knew, she reprimanded Fragolina about her deal with the troll of Sora. But Fragolina said arrogantly, "I would never marry an ugly troll. I am already engaged to a handsome and rich prince. He even gave me this ruby ring and the gold pearl earrings while dancing in joy." Her mother could only watch in disappointment and sadness that her daughter has become greedy and rude. Came Saturday. It's finally the wedding day. But suddenly she turned back to her previous self, an ugly and fat girl. The wedding was cancelled immediately because the prince thought that she wasn't pretty enough to be his wife. When Fragolina realized, she ran to the troll and apologized, and she asked him if he wanted to marry her, and the troll agreed, and they lived a happily ever after with 7 children. Dear friends, do you like the story? I love it because it reminds me of the girls my age main issues, our looks. We often think about our looks. Are we pretty enough, or are we just plain? Are we too fat or too skinny? This story teaches me that being pretty on the outside doesn't always meaning be happy on the inside. And true happiness comes from self-acceptance and being loved for being who you really are. Another lesson is to never break a promise we made. Like in the Chinese idiom, a promise is worth 1,000 ounces of gold. Always hold on to your words. As for For my favorite character is the troll of Sora. He has a big heart and he chose to accept Fragolina although she was ugly. And he forgave Fragolina although she broke the promise. He is the epitome of how a great person should be, to always choose kindness. This is the end of the review. Thank you everyone. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.